Hello, everyone. There is something I want to talk about. I don't know whether anyone has, noticed it, or I'm just being paranoid, or but this is something that I've seen. You see, let me take a step back and start from somewhere. One of the things that I think a lot of Nigerians believe in is that there is there is always a light at the end of the tunnel, whether you do something or you don't do something. And I don't think that's right. There's nothing, I can't remember who is it that always said to me, there's nothing that is accident. I think it was it Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, I can't remember now, who always said nothing in this life is accidental. Everything is this life is as a result of something. There is an action that leads to a reaction. And so this whole thing where most of us, most citizens think you're just going to sit down and all of a sudden things are going to work out. You get, things are going to work themselves out. No, it's not going to happen. Or I think some also, the sense that I feel from some is that these people are going to do this bad governance to the extent that they they will be remorseful and begin to do the right thing. They are not going to be. They are going to hand over to people that will be more vicious than they are. They have their children that they're already grooming, who have tasted power at a young age, who understand the 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 beauty, you understand, and the strength of what power can be, and they want to maintain that life, and they really want to maintain it. And so, and they already have some that they are training, so they keep perpetuating themselves. You understand, they are never ending. So sitting down and thinking you're going to outlive them, it's not going to happen, because they have already reproduced themselves. You understand? Like some deadly virus, they have a way of, reproducing themselves and replicating themselves. That's what is going on. If you notice, there's this current crop of politicians that we have. Their children are grown. Their children are beginning to take over. Their children are beginning to get those, political appointments, SA here, SA there, commissioner here, commissioner there, House of Assembly member here, House of Assembly member there, House of Rep member there, House of Rep member there. I haven't seen any one of them from Senate because their parents are also, that's the position their parents are also going for. But they've started putting them here and there. Beyond also putting them here and there, they've started putting them at the forefront of political power, political intricacies, political activities, power tussle, and just putting them in places where they will be seen. So giving them that visibility. You saw Wike going with his children to go and see Tinubu. You see some of them here and there with their children here and there. And recently, there was a picture, I think even video, of Sheyi Tinubu in some northern part of the country with someone that was said to be Ganduje's son. Another one was said to be one thing or the other. And you see them. There is already power play going on. And if this generation do nothing, and they allow, because there's going to be a bit of a gap where these ones are trying to hand over to the children. If you allow that handover to happen, hey, okay, nah, it will not be funny. You will not recognize this Nigeria, because right now the advantage you have over the older generation, these old politicians, especially for the youth, I'm talking more of the youth right now, is the fact that you have that creativity, you're tech savvy, you understand the changing world more than we do, my generation and those older than my generation, which is what most of these politicians are. They are a bit older than my generation. Even my generation, we're already old. too old. Most times we're grappling with the world, with the ever-changing things that are happening in terms of technology and all of that. So if so there's that advantage you have with them. If you allow that transfer to happen from that generation to their children's generation, which are your generation, or their stooges that they've already replicated, that they're perpetuating to hold on to power for them, on their behalf, for their children's behalf, whatever it is, it's going to be dangerous. It's going to be almost like the mistake that my generation, and some of them a bit older than my generation, had made, which was in 1999, where we did not participate in politics. We thought, politics is none of our business. Which one is politics? And people stayed away from it, and all manners of charlatans, criminals, convicts all got into office. Because one of the things we also have to understand is that nature abhors vacuum. If there's a vacuum in something, somebody is going to feel it somewhere, whether good for bad, good or bad, they will feel it. There can't be a vacuum. So however, wherever, it will be filled. So that's what happened. So this time, you shouldn't allow that to happen, because if that happens, this younger politicians, children of this very diabolical, corrupt, whatever you can call them, kind of politicians that we've had that have run the country aground, the children are going to be vicious. The children are going to be very sophisticated. They're not going to be crude like their parents. Their parents are currently crude, where they just pad budgets, just do something anyhow. See what happened with Natasha's case and Akpabio's case, the allegations, the sexual allegation, and how they just even go say, let them even go through the motions of doing the right thing. They just couldn't do it. They were crude about it. These ones are going to be sophisticated to the extent they'll be killing you. Nobody will know they are killing you. Even you will not know they are killing you. And so, whatever it is that we do, we must prevent that shift, that handover of power. This is the time, because there's going to be a little bit of shift where this older power block are handing over to the younger upcoming power block. So it's not really balanced. So this is the time for we as citizens to ensure that handover doesn't happen. If it happens, it's going to be deadly for us all. If we think these ones are bad, the children that they give birth to, the stooges that they've replicated to perpetuate themselves, are going to show us that bad. We've not even done 1/4 of the B, talk less of the remaining AD. We're going to be getting it, feeling it to the core. And that's something, dear Nigerian citizens, we cannot allow to happen. So at this moment, I'm going to appeal to you. However tired you feel, however much you feel nothing can happen, please don't self-defeat yourself. Learn from us. My generation, we self-defeated ourselves. We thought we couldn't do it. We're really nothing. Please, you are something. You are everything. You are citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You are from lineage of fighters. We forgot that. Don't forget that. And stand for Nigeria. Not just stand for Nigeria. Stand for yourself also. Nigeria can be a great country. Let's make it so. Thank you.